So let's say I lost everything and I wanted to rebuild from scratch. Here's exactly what I'd focus on first to help me build up from scratch. If you're new here, my name is Peace and I'm just a girl who shares a financial journey online while making smart money moves and taking you along with me. I want to travel, I want to do all the good stuff, and I don't want to do it alone, so you're going to come with me. Now let's get right into it. If I lost everything and I want to rebuild, the best thing I can do for myself is to be honest with myself. I would have to stop pretending that everything is fine financially. Like, what are the debts I have? What are the obligations I have to fulfill? Like, where am I currently in my finances? Do I have debts? Am I living above my means? Am I having bad money habits? All those things are the first step you have to take. So you have to be very honest with yourself. If not, you are going to continue lying to yourself. Honesty is your best bet. And then the next thing you have to do is to think of ways you can use to increase your income. What skill should you learn to help you, move from point A to point B? At this point, I'll focus on high paying jobs, maybe having side of content creation, freelancing, and all these things, that digital skills that are very useful in this day and time that can help you to build up your finances very fast. Because in this case, we need multiple streams of income to help us rebuild fast. If you are focusing on one, you are going to only slow yourself down. So learn those and then start increasing your income next. This is the point where I will have to cut out all those unnecessary subscriptions that are holding me back, because why am I having subscription when I'm basically looking for money to survive? So cut out all those silent expenditures that are setting you back. I'm going to think of one financial routine that I'm going to stick with, something that is going to help me build good money habits, like the right mindset around money, all those things that most of the finance people talk about, which is bordering around mindset. You have to take it into consideration at this point, because if you have the right mindset, if you have the right habits around money, you're more likely to, manage whatever it is you gain from this your process of rebuilding. The next thing you have to do is to build an emergency fund. Yes, you need to build an emergency fund, especially if you're in Nigeria like me. You need an emergency fund. Like I said, Nigeria is an emergency and you can't be caught on fresh. If you have 3 to 6 months worth of your salary or your monthly expenses kept aside, you find that situations will not just meet you unexpectedly. You are more likely to take care of them whenever they arise, rather than having to scrape up for the money when the situations arise. So you need an emergency fund. I'll hold your hand when I say this. Hold my hand. Like, hold it, hold it, hold it. Yes. You need to stop comparing yourself to the people you see online. They are not helping you. You need to stop comparing yourself to the people you see online. So you are going to focus on your journey this time around. Don't allow anybody to pressure you. Even me, myself, if you feel like whatever I'm telling you is, above your reach, start small. Build up from where you are and then come and meet us. Okay? Don't allow anybody to pressure you. So focus on yourself, and then, if possible, curate your timeline, your FYP, so that you're seeing more of the things that are going to motivate you to achieve this your ultimate goal of building up your finances again. That is what I'll do. At this point, I would now start investing and rebuilding my finances in terms of putting my money in places that are set to help it grow in high yield savings account. Maybe let's say you have 5,000 naira and you're trying to rebuild. So you are putting out 5,000 naira every month. 5,000 naira is not a small amount. You can buy stock with 5,000 naira. You can invest in mutual funds with 5,000 naira. You can invest in a high yield savings account with 5,000 naira. So put this money in a high yield savings account, allow it to build up, and then use it to invest in other things. So that is what I do, because before this point of investing, I'd completely stop obsessing about investing and focus on those things I talked about first, building the right mindset, the right habits. Then you can now start talking about investing, which should be the last point. And finally, building wealth takes time, so don't allow anybody to pressure you. Just do it at your own pace. Nobody really talks about how long it takes to build up your finances. I made a video on my YouTube where I was talking about how how much I've gained in network now, but that took me a whole 8 years to be able to achieve that number. If you're interested, go and check out that video on my YouTube. But it takes time, so don't put pressure on yourself too much. All you need is to be consistent in whatever habits you're trying to build, whatever investment you're doing, anything you're doing. Consistency is the key, and you're going to be able to achieve anything you have set out for yourself to achieve. So this is exactly what I do to help me rebuild my finances if I were to have lost everything and had to start from zero. The main point you have to take out from this thing is the fact that your mindset around money plays a huge impact in how your finances is going to turn out. Do you think that it's only a certain set of people that are supposed to be rich? I'm not supposed to be rich. That is not a good money mindset to have. So change your mindset, which is the biggest part of everything I'm trying to say. With the right mindset, you find that it is easy for you to achieve whatever you want to achieve, even when it comes to your finances or anything in life. So this is all I have to share with you today. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to give me a like. Follow this account for more finance updates, more juicy stories, more lifestyle vlogs, and I'll see you guys in my next one.